SpaceX plans to make its most ambitious launch to date on Tuesday afternoon and send its Falcon Heavy rocket beyond Earth's atmosphere. If its launch is successful, Falcon Heavy would become the most powerful rocket in use today for a fraction of the cost of any comparable rocket ever built. Standing more than 21 stories tall, Falcon Heavy is a behemoth of engineering and will fly unmanned. Such a complex machine has many people in the space industry anxious about whether the rocket will even get off the ground in one piece. SpaceX CEO Elon Musk has noted previously that failure is a possibility, saying there is a lot that can go wrong during a first attempt. Here's what you need to know as SpaceX prepares to make history. Set for launch on Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. This is, in many ways, the most significant launch since the first shuttle launch nearly 4 decades ago, prominent space investor Dylan Taylor told CNBC. Delays have plagued the development of the Falcon Heavy, a rocket that some in the space industry thought may never see launch day. Musk unveiled the rocket in 2011, promising the inaugural launch would happen as early as 2013. Now, 7 years and many testing delays later, Falcon Heavy is in place at NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Cape Canaveral, Florida, with SpaceX aiming to launch from Pad 39A at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday. SpaceX will have until 4 p.m. to attempt a launch, or the mission will be pushed to the following day. The rocket completed a static fire test on January 24 when Falcon Heavy successfully ignited its engines while strapped to the launch pad. That test was one of the final benchmarks clearing the rocket for launch. The most powerful operational rocket in the world. SpaceX built Falcon Heavy out of 3 of the company's Falcon 9 rockets, a system that has now completed dozens of successful launches over the last few years. The 3 cores stand side by side to create a 27-engine colossus. Musk has said the central core needed to be buffed up a lot, but the Falcon 9 cores on each side used most of the same airframe. At liftoff, Falcon Heavy will create a combined 5 million pounds of thrust, or the equivalent of about 18 Boeing 747 airplanes at takeoff. Musk has called it the most powerful rocket in the world by a factor of 2, and its payload is estimated to be nearly 3 times that of the former space shuttles, as well as the currently operating Delta IV Heavy and Ariane 5S rockets. Falcon Heavy is guaranteed to be exciting one way or another, Musk said in a tweet. Bringing reusable technology to Falcon Heavy. Musk's space company operates differently than any other by recovering the largest part of its Falcon 9 rockets, the first stage. After pushing the upper stage pieces beyond the Earth's atmosphere, the Falcon 9's first stage rotates and returns to land upright on either a concrete pad or one of its autonomous drone ships. SpaceX plans to use that same technology for Falcon Heavy and make the rocket largely reusable. The 2 side boosters will break away first, returning to land at Cape Canaveral in what Musk has called synchronized aerobatics. The central booster will land a few minutes later on a SpaceX drone ship off the Florida coast. The upper stage gives the payload a final push into orbit, but Musk says he wants to bring it back to give Falcon Heavy full reusability.